What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, Chris McKay, who is writing and directing the Nightwing movie, cannot wait, spoke with Collider for some reason, but he gave some interesting answers to the questions that they were asking about Nightwing, and essentially he just kind of talks about a lot about the character. But the biggest thing that I took from this, which I was just praying, I was screaming about, I was like, yes, all right. This is what needs to happen, Mr. McKay, and it sounds like it's gonna be the case, because I was always thinking, I'm like, okay, Nightwing could be a really, I mean, I wanted Nightwing to start filming this year. I was hoping that was gonna be the case, since we only got one DCEU movie coming out next year at the end of the year, and I was hoping, I'm like, well, get Nightwing going, low budget, you know, you don't have to cast a superstar, just get somebody there, no, we don't need CGI that much at all, just get some crazy action, fighting and stuff in there. And this is what he had to say about asking about CGI effects and practical effects and everything. He says, it's gonna be a fucking badass action movie with a lot of heart and emotion. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy fun ride. Whoever gets cast as Nightwing, I'm sure he's already got it up here, and any of the other actors around are gonna go through a fucking boot camp experience, because it's gonna be a lot. I'm not going to do a lot of CG. It's going to be all real shit. It's going to be real stunt work, and they're going to need to do a lot of stuff on camera and do it credibly. For the cast and crew, it's going to be a visceral experience, and for the audience, it's not going to be like a lot of these movies where there's a lot of CG and flying and things like that. Everything he does is going to be real. His superpower is being really fucking good as a human being at fighting and gymnastics and shit like that. So you're going to see that on screen. It'll be fun. Oh, how much we like that word. But, you know, it's the action-y kind of fun. Like I said, this is what I wanted. I wanted practical. I want him to put these actors through the ringer, man. You know, show that shit. That's going to be great. Gymnastics. And speaking of him saying gymnastics, by the way, man, this guy, you know, this guy's got more of a potty mouth than me. Speaking of gymnastics, it looks like, I mean, that's pretty much, it's all, I'm also reading, I don't see the quote though, but I'm also reading that they are going to show, Haley's Circus, man. The Flying Graysons. Maybe they're probably going to flash back to that scene. Why not? We haven't really... The only time we saw it on the big screen was in Batman Forever. And it wasn't that bad. But imagine that scene in Batman Forever, okay? Like, it actually wasn't too bad. But, you know, imagine that death scene and everything. And what was the best part about it was that shot that you see, you're looking up, and it kind of zooms as he peeks through. And then you see him crying. It just didn't have that effect. It didn't pull on your heartstrings because Chris O'Donnell was like 40 fucking years old. Imagine that being a young boy. Just imagine that. It would totally pull at your heartstrings. It could be a very intense and dramatic scene, okay? And it's just the fact it didn't really hit too hard because you got Chris O'Donnell, his earring and his sideburns, and it's just like, it just didn't have that pull that it should have, so... There you go, guys. I mean, he's saying a lot. I mean, there's even more stuff. Hit the Collider thing. He even talks about the Ark. He wants to probably show some Robin. So, I mean, Batman's going to have to make a cameo in this. There's just there's no doubt. There's going to have to be some Batman in here. There has to be. And I really hope that, you know, Affleck makes another cameo. Just fucking do it! Do it! All right, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about this? Are you happy to hear that he wants to just throw the actors into the shit? Just like what Nick Nolte said in Tropic Thunder, you gotta get him in the shit. Are you happy about that? You know, get those John Wick type choreographers, man. Make some awesome stuff. You know, let's make Patan Fooey. Is that what they call it? Gun Fooey. My brain totally just did one of those things because I made a little short film a long time ago called Kung Fooey, which was spoof on kung fu movies, so that's why I said it like that. But, you know, in John Wick, they call it gun fu, so make it baton fu or something, even though it doesn't, like, flow. But he's got the batons. Let's make some awesome stuff out of that, you know? Stuff that they did in Daredevil, but amplified. All right, guys? Let me know your thoughts about it down below. Oh, God, I just thought, one shot with Nightwing? Oh, God, like that hallway sequence or the stairway sequence in Daredevil Season 1 and 2? Oh, that's a good thought to have. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel, too. Follow me on social media stuff that is above my head. I'll talk to you later.